Most people are transferring their Bilt points to the wrong partner, or worse, they don't know that Bilt has partners and it's costing you. So today I'm ranking all 19 Bilt transfer partners from worst to first, and I'll be transferring the one thing about Bilt that can flip these rankings on their head. So let's get into it, starting at the bottom here. Hilton. Hilton is a fine hotel brand, don't get me wrong, but as a transfer partner for your Bilt points, it's one of the worst options on this list. We're talking 85,000 points for a single night in Manhattan. And then here's what really spoils it is that American Express actually transfers to Hilton at a 2-to-1 ratio, whereas Bilt only transfers at 1-to-1. So if you really want Hilton points, then you'll probably want to look towards Amex. And then to lump them together, our next two partners, Marriott and IHG, are in the similar boat here. So they got high prices and a low value per point. The better way to earn these points, really, including Hilton points, is through their own co-branded cards, where sign-up bonuses net you hundreds of thousands of points or multiple free nights all at once. Your Bilt points are really just worth more elsewhere. Now, getting into our first airline, Etihad, it can sometimes show up as a decent option for short-haul domestic American Airlines flights and maybe some other random use cases here and there, but it ranks so low on my list because of their brutal cancellation policy. You can't change or cancel your flight within 72 hours of your departure, and you lose 25% of your miles even if you cancel weeks in advance. So I say, unless you are 100% sure you're getting on that flight that you booked through Etihad, just skip it. Now, next up is TAP Portugal. You can find nonstop flights to Lisbon for as low as 29,000 points and low fees starting at $40. But the problem here is that cash prices for TAP Portugal flights are often really cheap, so the math rarely favors using points. However, if cash prices are inflated for some reason and you've got a low points price, then perhaps you can consider it as an option. But their business class starts at 100,000 one way, so I definitely look elsewhere for that. And then next up, I've got Spirit. And yes, that's Spirit. They got cheap flights that's bookable with minimal points. It's there if you need it, and it's not a bad value per se. Just remember to budget for the carry-on, so we'll just leave that there. And now we can get to some more interesting territory here. We'll start with Accor Live Limitless. So this is a hotel brand, and you may know it from some of the hotels you might see in the US under its luxury brand Fairmont, but they are bigger in other parts of the world. So 1,000 ALL points can be redeemed at a flat rate of 20 euros, but Bilt transfers at a 3-to-2 ratio, so 3,000 Bilt points becomes 2,000 Accor points. In the end, this all works out to getting about 1.5 cents per point, depending on the conversion rate between the US dollar and the euro, which is a pretty solid redemption. And the best part about it is that you don't need to cover the full stay with your points. You could just use some of them to offset the total from your balance. So it's a nice predictable value option that this partner offers. But to get outsized value, you'll want to look at premium cabins and hotel stays that these next partners are going to offer. So next up is Turkish Airlines, which recently had a devaluation that took away some of the best sweet spots on United Airlines. However, what remains is booking business class to Istanbul from the United States at their Saver award rate, which is as low as 65,000 miles one way. And that's even from the West Coast. But the catch here is that availability is very limited, so you need to plan ahead and book pretty far in advance. So it's a little niche, but if you could pull it off, the value is real. And so next up, we've got Avianca, which is a solid Star Alliance partner, and it offers some decent prices to get to Europe and Asia in business class. But the thing here is that you also have Air Canada on this list of transfer partners that we're going over. And in a lot of cases, Air Canada is the better option. There are a handful of sweet spots where Avianca might edge out, but if the prices are about equal, I'd probably choose Air Canada because Avianca's customer service, their reputation isn't as great. And then next up, we've got Emirates. So Emirates still holds some real value here with Bilt because Bilt is one of the last currencies that offer a true 1-to-1 transfer ratio here. And Emirates is special because they're known for having the shower available in the sky and first class, and then they have the bar and on the plane in business class, all the stuff that goes viral on social media. But it's gotten more expensive to book, especially these premium options on other flexible currencies because of the increased transfer ratios. But with Bilt points, you can still book routes from JFK to Milan or Newark Newark to Athens for just 87,000 points and $434, which, believe it or not, is considered a solid price for this particular flight. Next up, we've got Cathay Pacific, which is a solid go-to for flights to Asia, especially if you can snag business or first class flights through Hong Kong. They're well connected, so they can get you to more of those harder to reach places like Southeast Asia. And then they're all a solid option to book British Airways flights and save a little bit on taxes and fees compared to booking through British Airways themselves. But spoiler alert here, there is a partner coming up that will beat this points price while maintaining a similar taxes and fees ratio here. Moving on, this one might raise some eyebrows that I'm putting it this high, but this is where I'm putting Southwest, and here's my reasoning. Only Chase and Bilt transfer to Southwest, so it's relatively exclusive on the Bilt side. In Southwest, it's a hugely familiar airline with strong coverage across the United States, the Caribbean, and Hawaii, but the real wild card here is the Companion Pass. If you can earn it, that's really a buy one, get one free pass with the price of taxes and fees, of course, and so that doubles the value of every single redemption and every single Bilt point, and that's hard to ignore. If you don't know about the Companion Pass, you can find out about it or learn about it in the video linked up above. But now next up is Air Canada. It's a reliable workhorse. They have solid access to a lot of Star Alliance partners, which can help you get around the globe with reasonable prices to Europe and sometimes to Asia as well. One feature of the program that I personally like is that you can add a stopover to your itinerary for just 5,000 extra miles on top of your reservation. But I won't lie, it's a little finicky to get this working. I do have a video linked up above as well. That will help you figure it out. And now next up, we've got Virgin Atlantic, which is often an underrated partner in my opinion. If you can catch the sweet spot pricing, you can find economy flights to London or even all the way to the Maldives for under 20,000 points and a couple $100 in taxes and fees. Now, I say that's a huge discount if you are able to find the saver rate. And business class prices are also great on the points price. However, the taxes can be a bit eye-watering, but even whenever you account for the high taxes, it's still a strong value overall. So next up here, I have United Airlines, and I have it up this high for one reason: flexibility. United has no cancellation fees, which might sound minor until you compare it to Air Canada's $100 plus cancellation charge. United also tends to have solid award availability, both on their own metal and on partner airlines. The trade-off here is pricing, which tends to run higher than partners like Air Canada and Avianca for popular destinations like Europe and Asia. So in order to really take advantage of United Airlines, it's probably best if you earn a lot of their points quickly. But really where United shines and their standout sweet spot is actually flights to Africa. Their business class can go for 80 to 88,000 points one way with more availability than most other partners. The one thing to note going forward from here though is that United is increasingly locking their best pricing and award availability behind co-branded card holders. So having a United card helps if you're trying to plan to use this program regularly. But now moving on up, so we've got Flying Blue, which is the rewards program behind both Air France and KLM. The classic use here is a 60,000 points one-way flight in business class to Europe through Paris or Amsterdam. But did you know that they also price North Africa destinations like Casablanca the same as they do for Europe? And so that's just 60,000 points at their lowest price. However, with this said, you do want to keep in mind that Flying Blue has dynamic pricing on top of the Saver award space, so it all really depends on what's available and what they're willing to give up. I do have a full video on maximizing Flying Blue because there is a lot to love about this program. I'll have that linked up above for you as well. Now for this next section, I call it a 4-in-1 deal here because Bilt transfers to these airlines: Aer Lingus, Iberia, British Airways, and Qatar. In all four of these programs, as well as Finnair, which isn't a direct transfer partner, but they all run on the same currency, Avios. And what makes that powerful is that you can move Avios, this made up points currency, between all these different programs once you transfer your points into one of them. So you can send your Bilt points to British Airways, for example, and then once it's in your British Airways account, you can shift them over to Qatar, Iberia, Finnair, depending on wherever the best pricing is. Because although they use the same currency, they are still individual award programs with their own sweet spots, such as Qatar having their Qatar Q suites in business class for as low as 70,000 Avios to Doha, Iberia business class to Madrid for as low as 41,000 points, which you can book either with British Airways Avios or with Iberia Avios as well. And then another interesting option that isn't talked about a whole lot is Finnair pricing American Airlines flights to Hawaii for just 15,000 points one way. But I will be the first to admit that this has a pretty narrow population that it's available to, and it requires some flexibility, but the award availability and the possibility to book it is real. I give you a full breakdown in the video linked up above as well. Now, before we get into the top three, I need to tell you about something that can completely change everything that we've discussed and kind of rip this ranking to shreds. Every first of the month, Bilt runs what they call rent day promotions, which occasionally includes a transfer bonus to one of any of these partners. And we're talking bonuses that start at 15 to 20% bonus miles at baseline, but they do scale up to 100 or even 125% depending on the status that you have with Bilt. And status with Bilt is a whole different conversation. But just for example, if you have a 100% bonus to a core, then suddenly that makes that mediocre 1.5 cents per point a lot more interesting. So these rankings are first off personal to what I think and believe, and they reflect kind of like the everyday value you can get. However, if you're able to time a transfer bonus perfectly to get the vacation that you want, and depending on how lucrative that bonus is, the math does change entirely and can flip up these rankings. With that said, I don't recommend transferring points speculatively. I really only recommend using a bonus whenever it lines up with a trip that you're actually planning or wanting to take. And if you want to stay on top of these transfer bonus and get practical points and miles strategy without the hype, my newsletter covers exactly that. The link is below if you want to check that out. But now we're getting to the top three. In third place goes to Japan Airlines. They're special for Bilt because they transfer 1-to-1 compared to Capital One, for instance, that transfers at a lesser ratio. And most people know Japan Airlines for flights to Japan and to Tokyo, and that is great and all, but the move that gets overlooked is using Japan Airlines to book flights to Europe from the East Coast for as low as 42,000 points one way on American Airlines, British Airways, Air France, and other One World Alliance members. They also have more sweet spots, which I do discuss in the video linked up above, and all these videos will also be linked in the description as well. But diving into number two is Hyatt, and this is the best hotel program on the list by a significant margin in my opinion, because where Hilton, Marriott, and IHG would charge you 60,000 or more points per night for a casual hotel in New York City, Hyatt will charge closer to the low 20,000s. And this is a program that has been easy to understand and get solid value from. But one thing to flag here that I'm not going to skip over is that Hyatt is rolling out a more of a dynamic pricing component starting in May. It's technically award charts, but So this will add a lot more variation to their pricing, and that could shake this ranking depending on how aggressive that change actually comes to be. So you'll want to take extra care and compare the points and the cash prices for Hyatt bookings going forward. And the number one Bilt transfer partner in my eyes is Alaska Airlines. Flights to Europe when booked with Alaska Miles in business class can start as low as 45,000 points one way with minimal fees whenever you're booking through a partner like Condor or Aer Lingus. And then flights to Asia can start from 70 to 75,000 points one way if you're lucky and can find the award availability. But domestic American Airlines flights start at 4,500 points in economy, 9,000 in business and first. But what puts Alaska over the top is exclusivity in my eyes. Outside of getting an Alaska co-branded card, Bilt is one of the only ways to earn Alaska miles, which makes it special. But now with a quick pivot, what's really crazy is that on a monthly basis, 30,000 people watch my videos, but less than a third of you are subscribed. So if you are not yet part of the third that is, please go ahead, scroll down a little bit, subscribe, like this video if it's been helpful for you. And if you want to learn more about Japan Airlines, you can check out this video or check out this playlist to learn more about different ways to redeem your points. I'll see you in the next one.